What's going on, everybody? Get ready for another hot take. My boy David over here wants us to watch some videos so we can actually piss some more people off today. I'm sure if y'all check out our Instagram, obviously you'll see that we went over a couple hot takes before the big hot take episode. Obviously, it is a Naruto hot take. There's a lot of Naruto hot takes out there.
Hmm.
It's about Itachi fanboy. So if you're an Itachi fanboy, go ahead and check that little clip out that he's gonna post up there. But
You know
today we're gonna
why
run
though?
through. What's up?
You know why Naruto's currently like the hot take king, right?
Because people like to trash it.
I
People
mean,
love to
but the
trash it.
reason why people are trashing is because Bleach has a new series that's out right now, so
Yeah,
that's hot. Naruto and One Piece, of course, he just came out with his movie, so that's currently hot.
people. Yeah, people are definitely saying that Naruto's gonna fall to the bottom of the big three because
Hmm.
of Bleach's new arc and shit.
Exactly.
Which I will say, Bleach's arc is fucking fire. So, but I don't know.
Hold on, are you pulled right now?
No, I'm
No,
not. I'm not.
not
I mean,
feeling
it's
conflicted.
great. I've been texting you every episode that comes out. I'm texting you. I'm like,
Mm,
bro, what the fuck? Like, this shit is
this
crazy. But
man wants to spoil the fuck out of me.
I really fucking do, bro. Like, oh my god. But if I think about it, remember what I said. My favorite animes, especially my big shonens, are my first 100 episodes. Do I like the first 100 episodes better than the last?
Hmm.
Better than the other? And so Naruto, my first 100 episodes of Naruto, I love the first 100 episodes of Naruto.
Hmm.
One Piece, Bleach, eh. Yeah, like,
It was a struggle. The first
but
100 was a struggle.
but but I liked the rest of Bleach. So that's why I put Bleach and also over One Piece because I've never seen One Piece like
Mm.
that. So that's my personal opinion, and I think just people love to drag Naruto these days,
This man
especially
still
Itachi
hasn't
fan,
started, guys. We're supposed to
Itachi
be having
fanboys.
our review of One Piece probably by the end of the year. We're about to do
I
Naruto
started.
soon.
I
He hasn't even
started. I started.
resumed. I'm
I'm
sorry,
resumed.
resumed.
Resumed. I have 830 fucking episodes to watch. Relax.
Bro, you
We
just
got
got to make it to the time skip, and you'll be smart enough to talk about it.
that's when's the time skip? Like
It's like
400?
no, it's like 300. It's pretty early.
Oh, it's like 300.
It's pretty early,
I'll let you.
bro. You're gonna understand when you watch one. I'm gonna send you
What's
something.
how long is a One Piece episode? 21. It's about 21 minutes, right?
Yeah, 21, 22 minutes.
That's 6,300 minutes.
That's not even a long time. Divide that by hours.
Six 6,300 minutes divided by
60.
60. That's 105 hours.
That's nothing. How many days is that?
105
It's
hours
like 4 days.
divided by 24. 4.375
Exactly.
days,
Nothing.
sir.
Nothing. You could do
I
that.
gotta watch.
You do that in
I
three
gotta
weeks.
watch.
You do
I
that in
gotta
three
watch
weeks.
One Piece. I gotta watch One Piece for 24 hours or for 4 days straight. No
No,
sleeping.
just do it for like
No
three
nothing.
weeks. That's easy.
I got so much other shit I'm
You're
trying to
gonna
watch. Anyways,
understand. Trust me.
no,
Trust me. You're gonna
no,
understand.
no, no, no,
When
no,
you
no, no,
watch, you're gonna be like, "This is not enough. It's not long
no,
enough."
no. All right, let's get into these hot
Let's get
takes.
into the
So we
real hot
got
takes.
yeah, let's get into these hot takes. So we got Gracie with Ham TV. Let me some Gracie. They're dragging her in these comments, by the way. Um, Disrespectful, everybody. That is uncalled for.
Let's get started with Sword Art Online.
SAO.
A lot of people love this anime, but I can't give it more than a 3 out of 10. Season 1 was really good, don't get me wrong, but they kind of dropped the ball with all the other seasons, especially after Kirito's cousin started loving him. Also, after the second season, I just think the plot was really predictable. Like, oh wow, they get stuck in another game and somehow get out. I am not a
I'm about to end this whole episode. So let me start first.
You go ahead.
This is exactly Maui's hot take for Sword Art Online before
Yep.
he actually
sharing my
watched it. That's the funniest thing about it. When before he actually watched it, he watched only like the first season, maybe a little bit of the second season, and he automatically assumed that he had watched most of it because
Yeah.
it seemed like okay, the first season
Let
was
me-
amazing, and
Okay,
then the second
yeah,
season
yeah,
came
yeah.
in really, really weak. But then he
But this is-
continued to watch it, and he realized it's really good. So, Maui,
This is-
please explain.
Yeah. So I don't agree with her hot take. I agree with the first two things that she said. She said that after season one, with his cousin started loving him. Yeah, that shit got boring. And it was like Gun Gale Online. Gun Gale Online was okay, but
Mm-hmm.
when they went to like Alfhelm Online and shit like that, it was like, right? She's like Cap for fucking Underworld and Underworld Alicization. Cap. That shit was beautiful. It
It's
was
possible
visually
she didn't see
amazing.
it
But she just said all the other things after all the other seasons after that. Now when did this TikTok come out?
recently.
When she
It's got to be
recently?
recent.
Oh, 2021 5/6.
Mm-hmm.
No, she ain't seen it. Underworld Alization and Alization didn't come out to like
So she
the
probably
end of
saw,
2021.
of course, season 1, which is one game.
Right.
Season 2 was 2 different games.
Yep. Gun Gale and
And
Alpha.
then
Yep.
the start of season 3 and said, you know what? It's the same formula.
Yeah, but
I don't want to watch it.
yeah, so I can agree with her hot take because she hasn't seen Alice's, or in this she hasn't seen Alicization or Alicization Underground, because it's not like anything like the last ones. Granted, yes, he does get stuck in a game, but there's so much more to it that's not just him going into a game by himself and getting stuck. Which technically he never got stuck in Gun Gale or Alicization. He was never stuck in either one of them, or not Alicization. He wasn't stuck in Alfheim, and he wasn't stuck in Gun Gale. He was trying to defeat somebody in Gun Gale, that was killing people in real life. So he was trying to go into the game, find out who it was, to get clues to tell it to the police outside, because he was running as an investigator. Now, Alfheim Online, he was trying to save Asuna. Asuna was stuck in the game. He was not. Asuna was in the hospital, or in that experiment ward with the helmet on her head still. She wasn't allowed to come out of SAO. But no, like Kirito, none of them, like, they weren't stuck in it. Nobody was stuck in it after
Yeah,
SAO.
he got off. He took
So,
breaks.
yeah.
He was on it with his sister, I believe.
Now, the movies came out. I mean, the first movie, like Ordinal Scale, it was pretty good. It was. I mean, I give it a 6 out of 10. But I haven't seen that. Me and her, my wife, because she loves this anime. She loves SAO. She'd probably be punching the computer right now if she heard this girl say this. But I haven't seen Progressive yet. Progressive Part 1 and 2. We're gonna watch that soon. But apparently, it's really good. But I don't. I agree with her hot take because she hasn't seen the first, the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, so exactly. She was like you.
Yeah.
She didn't see it yet. She didn't even. She probably doesn't even
Yeah.
realize that it
'Cause I
exists.
hated SAO after that. After
Yeah.
the first season, I hated it. But okay, on to the next.
I never have been ever since season 1. I think he's
Rewind it a
super
little bit.
since season 1. I never out. I am not a fan of Aaron, and I never have been ever since season 1. I think he's super selfish and very irrational and a little annoying, and yes, I have read the manga and my opinion is unchanged. Mikasa would have been.
Okay, so the Aaron thing. I mean, we hashtag Team Aaron, right? I mean, we got to be. But I will say, when Aaron started to become a dickhead, I didn't like him at 1st. Until he started talking more about like what he was doing and why he was doing it. I was kind of like, yeah, fuck him, you know? Like, but I will say I had the same opinion as her in the beginning of Aaron. Now, not liking him since season 1, he was the protagonist. He was the MC. I didn't really, I didn't have any more feelings towards him. I try to, whenever I watch a new anime, I try to find what I like about other characters before the MC. Unless they're like Rimuru or somebody like that, which we know is a god, and I just want to see them be a god, become a god. I try to find other things I like around the MC to make me like the anime more, so when they bring it back to the MC, when I bring it back to the MC, I appreciate the MC a little bit more, right? Because I know that there are other people that are supporting him and so on and so forth. But not liking him since then, I mean, that's her opinion. I can't drag her for that. I can't be upset at that, because I do know some people who say fuck Aaron. I do know quite a few people in the anime community that are just like fuck Aaron, you know? Now, at the end of it, me personally, I'm just like, fuck it, you know? She put a comment in here that I liked, which was funny, but they were like, somebody said he was literally trying to do that for all her people, or all his people, and she commented back and was like, yeah, for all 6 of his friends. I was like, I mean, that's true though, but if you got a tight circle, you do anything for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I did not like Aaron season 1.
Okay.
I did not like Aaron season 2. Now, the world was amazing. The supporting main characters were amazing.
Yeah.
Mikasa was lit. Mikasa kind of drug me through season 1, and then obviously Annie.
Yeah.
My favorite parts of Aaron was when the time skip, where they came back with in season 4. We start to understand
Yeah.
where he's coming from, why he's doing what he's doing, and then we find out, spoiler, he's manipulating everything in the background. That's my favorite parts of Eren. But in the beginning, he was always whining, he was always crying. He didn't take everything as serious. Like, he had to be told to take things more seriously by the bad guys. Then he started to pick up. I think for me, he started to pick up around the wall when he was being kidnapped.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite part, early Eren.
I was a little annoyed when he kept getting his ass kicked, and I'm like, he's the MC, and I have this problem where I want the MC not necessarily to become OP, like immediately, but like I want to see some progression, kind of like Tanjiro. I have an issue with Tanjiro as an MC because I know he's getting stronger, but every fight he gets in, like he just gets dog walked, and then he pulls out some fucking background skill set from his fucking, from his treasury. He pulls it out from his Elden Ring fucking inventory and somehow beats or helps beat the demon at the end. And I'm just like, I want to see an MC legitimately progress and get better. I want to see him get his ass kicked in the beginning, and then like the next fight he does a little bit better. Then the next fight he does a little bit better, and then the next fight he does a little bit, and then like by that the same level of power as the one he fought before comes and fights him again, and he fucking walks him, and he's like, I'm fucking stronger now.
Yeah.
And then he fights a new guy, and he's like, gets a little. I like to see that, and with Eren, that's probably why I didn't really. I mean, that's my philosophy, anyways. So that's probably why I didn't really like pay attention to him that much, and I tried to pay attention to other characters because I saw them legitimately progressing. Like you saw Mikasa progressing.
Yeah.
You saw Ottomine. Like Ottomine was a pussy in the beginning, but you could see him progressing.
I mean, you could see Eren progressing, but it was still such a drag.
He was still getting walked by these titans.
It was still a
not
drag.
doing anything.
And then you find out that he's supposed to be the strongest, best fighter Titan.
Yeah, but then he just gets walked.
But then he was lit final season. So I love him final season.
It's like, what did you do in the meantime? That don't make no sense.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, let's get to Mikasa.
Mikasa would have been a way better character if she didn't
else.
simp so hard for Eren. They made her out to be so strong and cool just for her to basically end up being a one-line character.
I don't like Mikasa in the final season because of that reason. But in the beginning, I loved her for that reason.
In the beginning, I loved her for that reason because she was slaughtering niggas for that shit, right? Like, slaughtering them. But then at the end, she just, one, they cut her hair, and that kind of pissed me off. But two...
he hates the fact she cut her hair.
Yeah. But two, like, they, like, handicapped her at the end. Until she had that fight on the rooftop with the other guys, and she was, like, going beast mode, and blood was raining from the sky and shit because she was killing all of them. Like, they crippled her with that. Like, in the beginning, it was kind of cute, and, like, she was getting stronger for it, and stronger, but then she let it cripple her.
Yeah.
Like, the writers let it cripple her. And if she wasn't so simped out on Eren, which I agree with, she would be a lot stronger, even more stronger than she is now. She'd be, like, Levi level, which she already kind of is. I mean, she'd be Levi level fucking Captain, what's his name? The fucking badass motherfucker. Like, he'd be on his level. Like, she would be up there.
I saw another hot take about Mikasa that simply that she, because of the fact that she was simping over Eren and whatnot, she actually should have been the main character, and he would have made a better side character for her. So Mikasa should have been the main character of the whole thing.
I was honestly upset the majority of the time of the show watching the fact that Mikasa was stronger than Eren, and Eren always would just get saved by her. That kind of pissed me off. I was just like...
Maybe it should have been about Mikasa.
I would have watched it.
I would have watched it.
Opinion you have that'll piss other anime fans off.
The way they gaslit my boy Neji was criminal. He said, in this universe of Naruto world that we live in, either you're born great or you're not great, and that is it. And Naruto tried to lie and say like, oh no, believe in yourself, I'm gonna work hard. Bull crap. Naruto was the embodiment of white privilege. He was the reincarnated deity of some like super powerful Hokage, whatever. He was given at birth a whole bunch of animal demon chakra. And yeah, his life was hard, but just like white privilege, just because you have some hard days doesn't mean you're not inherently more powerful than the people around you. Because if it was about hard work, Rock Lee would have been the GOAT. He would have been the dude, and you know that. Because Rock Lee was out here doing push-ups. He was sprinting till he fell asleep and kept sprinting while he was snoring. Naruto applied himself a little bit and then just became Hokage. Why? Because he had inherently more power than everyone else. And Neji called that shit out, and they pretended like he was crazy.
So let me start out by saying I don't agree. I don't give a fuck about him trying to put race into this shit. That shit's stupid. I hate when people do that. It's the anime community.
He put race
let's leave
into
it
it?
in. Yeah, about white privilege and all that nonsense. Yeah,
I didn't think he put race into it. He just used
That's-
that as a platform so people understand what he's basically saying.
yeah, but I don't like when people.
Ah,
do
come
that.
on. Anyway,
Keep it
anyway,
out of
but
the-
you
keep it out
understand
of the
exactly what
community.
he's saying, though. So continue.
Like I would have understood it regardless. I agree, and the only reason why is because Naruto, he's the MC of a big three shonen. He has plot armor, and the plot armor is his nine-tail chakra, his this and that. I believe 100%. And I've already agreed with you that if they wrote Rock Lee better, Rock Lee would have been, I mean, a god, almost like a god level. Like he would have been that nigga. Like he would have been.
He should have
that
opened
guy.
up the gates.
Like he would have been able, like he should have been the one that opened the gate to fight Madara instead of Guy Sensei. You do all this work with us on Rock Lee, and then Guy gets the fight. It's supposed to be about the kids. You know what I'm saying? What about the children? You know. So like, I do get that. Neji. Now the hot take about Neji, like saying that, I agreed with Neji when he said that originally. Granted, I was like a big Naruto simp because I was like a little kid, but like reading it or watching it more, I started to understand like Neji wasn't wrong. Like Neji was a dickhead, but like he was just like, Naruto, you've been given it. I mean, I understand you've been through some like pain and suffering, but you've pretty much been given all the tools. I had to go find the tools. You were given the tools. Like I'm a slave. You see this shit on my forehead? He said I'm a slave, and I'm still stronger than half these niggas in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, they were. I mean,
And then they
Naruto was
had
definitely-
Naruto beat his ass.
and Naruto was definitely given the tools, 100%. And if it was really about hard work, then yes, Rock Lee and Neji, one, would still be alive, or Neji would still be alive, and two, like, there'd be a lot more great Rock Lee and Neji moments because of that. We kind of lost track of Neji after his fight with Naruto. We didn't even really get to see Neji do anything until the fight in the forest and then the war, and then he died. Like, we kind of like forgot about Neji somehow.
So Naruto had that MC privilege.
He did, and I mean, most MCs do. I mean, I'm not, gonna take that away from him, but like, I don't know. I agree. I agree to that level. You know,
I feel like that
Anyway.
takes away a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tad. That he wrongfully outshined characters that should have had the spotlight a lot more.
only reason why I'm saying like, yeah, is because I do agree with that. But he's at the end of the day, he's the fucking MC, and they have to. I mean, there's plenty of MCs that we know who've been given fucking cheat codes and fucking health serum just to fucking get past some shit. Like, I 100% believe that Naruto, the only reason why Naruto beat Pain was to move the plot forward. I 100% agree, I believe that. Like, I believe Pain would have walked Naruto if it wasn't for, like, them placing Hinata in there. I mean, he did. He beat him. Technically, he beat Naruto. And then Hinata got in there and got her fucking little cheeks wet. And then he fucking... And then
I feel like the
Naruto went
plot
forward
could have
to
still
Eito.
went forward though, even
I
with
do too.
Naruto losing.
But it was a force push.
Yeah,
And I don't
obviously it was a
believe-
force push, but I still feel like he could have wrote it in such a way that Naruto still lost the fight, but Pain
he
realized that, hey, I love your drive. I think
I don't know about that.
You know,
I think
like,
he should have fucked that village up. I think my
I'm
personal
sorry, what?
opinion,
You
my
don't think he
personal
should have brought
opinion-
everybody
no,
back?
So hear me
What's the
out.
best fight scene in anime?
Fight in all anime, in your opinion?
Luffy and Kaido, hands down. That
Luffy
one.
and Kaido?
Never seen it.
It was a good
Okay.
fight.
I mean, I heard it was.
It was a good fight.
Proof piece.
Yeah.
When Ichigo fought against Aizen,
That was a good fight. I think it's not. I don't think it's the best fight in Bleach.
I've already said I love Naruto and Pain's fight, and then Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki was probably the most visually stunning anime fights in the big three I've ever
You
seen.
talking about when he went to a different dimension?
Naruto and Sasuke versus
Oh,
Momoshiki.
Naruto and Sasuke versus
versus Momoshiki.
Okay.
Yeah.
versus Mirio.
You know, I'm not sure if this is the best.
The Mirio one? No, that wasn't a fight. That was a slaughter. Look,
It was emotional. It was a good emotional fight. There we go.
but he was getting worked. Like he lost his quirk. That was the whole point of it. So
It's definitely my favorite. Zoro versus Killer in Land of Wano.
Oh, I
Really
like
good fight.
I haven't seen it.
I'm lackluster. I'm still hyped up on My Hero Academia. That United States of World Smash.
All Might versus All for One. I mean, it was okay. It was very lackluster for me because you would think that it would have been more significant in the story wise, but it was like, oh,
It's
now
very-
All Might's not a hero.
Yeah, like oh well.
Okay.
Like
Okay, season 4 when Paradise attacked the Marlians.
Yep. When Aaron attacked the island.
it
Yep.
was pretty good.
Ripping the head off of fucking the one Titan. Yeah.
The Jaw Titan.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite fights.
Oh, Hajime no Ippo. Yeah.
I haven't watched Hajime no Ippo.
You know, and it's just boxing. I mean, I know they hype it up for anime and they make it look cooler, but
I'm watching right now, but
It's heat, bro. People are asleep on. Best fight.
It's Heat.
next one, it's Heat apparently.
Should we be muting
Yes.
this part?
We can, if you want.
Yeah.
Naruto
Naruto should
should
have ended
have.
by defeating Madara.
No, I mean I've already said that I wish it was longer. However, I think the war should have ended by defeating Madara.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think the war should have ended, but not Naruto itself. I
That's a
already
lot
said I
of
think
Naruto fans hate that part. With the whole yeah, they didn't like Kaguya. So I agree. If Naruto would have went the way it went, that should have been the final fight. Sasuke and Naruto should have fought him. Even if they did the Sasuke and Naruto fight at the end, that would have been cool. He should have been the final villain.
They could have drug out that fight between Naruto, Sasuke, and fucking Madara. They
Yeah.
could have drugged that fight out and made it fucking beautiful.
I was kind of mad, honestly. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Is he done? Is it over?
That's it? Yeah, that was upsetting.
Mm-mm.
Alright.
Alright.
AOT has the best score.
Okay. Not the best. I wouldn't give it the best, but it's pretty godly. I'm not mad at it. But
Yeah.
it's not the best. Top 5.
No.
Top 5 modern anime. Top 5 modern anime.
I'd say the last half. I don't even like AOT that much in the beginning.
No?
Not really.
I mean, they're showing season 4.
I had to rewatch like the first couple seasons like 3 times
Yeah?
just to get to season 4.
I've really messed with the first few seasons. Like, I love season 4, but I like
There were
the
some
world
great
of
moments,
the first 3 seasons.
There were some great moments, but that's it. My personal opinion.
Mm.
Hot take, right? Frieza is the most iconic anime villain.
No.
I would say one of the most known, but not iconic.
I mean, that's iconic, right?
Not necessarily. I think iconic is known and like not worshipped, but like known and liked. That's my personal opinion. Like it's known and liked. I think Frieza is one of the most known anime villains, but I don't think he's the most iconic.
Or leave an impression.
Yeah, like leaves an impression with you. I don't know.
I feel like I don't like Frieza because I don't like how they drug out the fight. Frieza is like, we know Frieza because we're just into the anime. He's a racist son of a gun.
And a lot of people. And I think that's one of Frieza's biggest tropes of Frieza is that people only reference him when they're like monkey.
Mhm.
You know, like that's all they really.
He's a meme, I guess.
Yeah,
but
he's a
no,
meme. Yeah.
There's other villains in Dragon Ball Z. Just that anime alone that I like more than Frieza.
Yeah, Cell. Like
Cell's cool. I like Boo. Boo's lit for me.
Boo's pretty there. Featherline is the most powerful character, and I don't know who that is.
So Feathering, this is the one we talked about before. They May Cry. It's a psychological anime. We talked about it during the Halloween special. It's called When They Cry.
Okay.
She's a dimensional character. end of the day, she's not the most powerful character in anime. She kind of got defeated by another dimensional character, but in like a BS way. It was kind of silly.
Okay.
But the anime's cool. If you want to check it out, it's When They Cry. But no, I don't agree with this take.
Okay.
And Naruto? No, I think you like Madara's speech better, don't you?
I think Pain had the best one-line speeches. So he had one speech, and then he had a short speech, and then he had a short speech, Shinra Tensei, and then fucking destroyed the village. So I think he had the best speeches combined, but I think Madara's speech is pretty good. I will say Pain's to me was more impactful, because he was specifically speaking about pain in itself and the qualities of pain. That's why he named himself Pain. So I think I would honestly go for Pain's speech more than Madara's. I like Madara's, don't get me wrong, because I love Madara. Madara's my favorite Naruto character.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Pain's better.
Best speech in Naruto, I'll give it to him. I don't know about best speech in anime, but best speech in Naruto, okay.
I think one of the most badass speeches was Captain Irwin's in AOT, to be honest. One of the best, like, ones that get you like, let's fucking go.
They give your life.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Anyways.
JBA, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the weirdest anime.
I wouldn't say the weirdest, but I just don't watch it. But I've definitely seen, I mean, fuck, we talked about one in the fall, because I think that's pretty weird that they would promote shit like that in the fall hotter drop that we did. I'm not going to say the name of it, because fuck that show. But I've definitely seen some weirder
what do you
animes.
mean? They didn't promote that anime. What do you mean?
No. I'm saying in general, an anime like the anime.
Oh, you think that's weird? Okay.
That's weird to me, because that's
that's weird.
pedophilia
Okay.
shit. I've definitely seen some weirder animes.
Of the mainstream popular animes, it is one of the weirdest ones.
I guess. Yeah.
Of the mainstream, like on the levels of Attack on Titan, One Piece,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
JJBA.
I hope this doesn't get us canceled. And I apologize for this. I'm gonna try to say this in the most
Go ahead.
professional way.
Go ahead.
When JoJo's Bizarre Adventures first came out, I thought personally, I didn't do any research on it yet. I thought personally that this was an anime specifically for the LGBT community. 100%. I made that assumption off the bat, that because of how like flamboyant they were, the colors, I thought that they were like trying to make a LGBT anime popular, because that's what the world we were going into was, right? It's like everybody writes for this, writes for that, like whatever. I thought it was because of when I saw like the trailers and I saw a few clips and they were just like, standing and all the boys were like, like really, they're real zesty, right? I was like, oh, well, this is, there's probably going to be like a bunch of gay dudes in this. That's honestly what I thought, until I did watch like the first few seasons and I was like, oh, it's not really like that. I mean, yeah, they're flamboyant, but that's kind of the point of their characters. So, like when I saw them like doing this and like, like I was like, are these like drag queens with superpowers? Like, I don't. So, I will say that. So, out of the most mainstream, I will say this is one of the weirdest mainstream animes that are out there right now. So.
I mean, if you really want to blame anyone, blame the mangaka, the one who drew JoJo's Bizarre Adventure manga. It's pretty beautiful. Like, the artwork is beautiful, and the anime tries to replicate the artwork of the manga itself. So, but like, people, it's been beloved all around the world. It's been part of Vogue. It's been part of fashion shows. So
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it is.
Maybe it is. We'll find out one day.
Yeah,
Maybe. Naruto had the saddest deaths. Naruto had some pretty sad deaths. It had the most saddest deaths. I'll give it that. I don't think it's the saddest, but it had the most saddest deaths.
I honestly can't think of any death. Fuck, never mind. I will say the deaths in Iron Blood Orphans hit me harder than Naruto.
That's what I was thinking of as
There
well.
were emotional moments in Naruto that hit me harder than any other anime I've ever watched, but not deaths themselves. The deaths in Iron Blood Orphans hit me a lot harder than Naruto.
I was
And
mad
a
at this
fucking-
death. Let's be real.
And
this
I was
death
and I
infuriated
was a
me.
fucking adult. I was an adult when I watched Iron Blood Orphans. So.
I immediately thought of Biscuit. So, but again, the most sad
thinking of
deaths, Naruto.
Yeah, when Orga bit it, Biscuit and Orga were like.
I saw Orga coming.
I knew it,
Mhm.
but the way it happened was kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
That was like yikes. Okay.
Yeah. Well, y'all gonna do my boy like that? Neji shouldn't have died. Hashtag.
Robin is the best
No.
female character in anime. No, best female character in One Piece. Yes, anime no.
Not an anime. No.
No, it's
I
okay.
can't really think of one.
Relax,
but,
One Piece fan. We get it. One Piece is the shit, but let's not do this.
What is it? Isn't that the moment? It's like I want.
Yeah.
Where you show me
Don't
that shit,
don't
yeah.
make that face when you repeat that moment. That was a very emotional moment.
Yes, I agree with this hot take right now.
Erwin had the best sacrifice.
Because of the speech, I honestly.
Okay, with the speech and the sacrifice, knowing full well that y'all are all about to die. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Into suicide, not just like jumping in front of somebody, just hoping to save them.
It
Like
literally is for
they legit
suicide.
ran to their death. Yeah.
Like I don't even understand.
And they shouldn't have. There was no point. But
I mean, they could have like distracted in another way. Like everyone ran in this direction.
what was the point though? I don't know.
There was a point, but I feel like other things could have been done too.
Yeah, I did too.
Give your lives.
My soldiers rage. My soldiers scream. Dry was the best mentor.
No. Dry was the
Yeah.
shit, but no.
No, he really wasn't. All he did was teach Naruto how to walk on water and
Oppai.
use the Rasengan.
And Oppai.
Yeah, so no, I don't agree.
Mucho Oppai.
I think so. Hear me out. Master Roshi. I know you don't like Dragon Ball that much, but I think he legitimately taught the MC and side characters actual tangible more than any mentor I've ever known.
He made Krillin from a -5 to a hero. So
yeah, so like he legit taught them tangible things they could use and go and fight and win. So
he puts them on a level comparable to actual aliens of the story.
Right.
So, by the way, these aren't facts. Their opinions, and you spelled that wrong.
Yeah,
Awesome.
They are opinions.
Oh, okay.
So let's stop the hate.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
Let's
point
support other
to
opinions.
say let's
That
not
is for him. I
hate
don't
people
care.
for their anime opinions, even if they're wrong, super wrong, unbelievably wrong. You can't
He just don't.
hate
He don't want to get
others
dragged
for that.
He just didn't want to get dragged. That's it.
Please don't drag me for my opinions.
Next one. Anime hot takes part 2.
Hunter was mid in the beginning.
First couple. Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
It was a drag.
I think it definitely picked up.
Oh,
and
God, it was a
I had
drag.
to rewatch Hunter x Hunter 3 or 4 times in the beginning to get through it.
I had to watch the Hunter exams. So the Hunter exams, I probably had to watch that a good 3, 4, 5 times just to get. Once I was able to get through that,
You're like, oh, this shit is
like,
good.
okay, this was good. I think Killua taking the heart out was the point where I was like, oh, okay, this is good. Let me watch this real quick.
Godspeed is what did it for me.
Damn,
You know I love lightning.
It dropped for you again. Yeah, okay, it did drop again, but then it picked up again. I think it was another. Maybe we'll get to that one. Go ahead.
But later, in the later fights, it picked up and it got kind of good. So that's my hot take.
Not a big fan of Sasuke. Not a big fan of Sasuke.
Boom. Not a fan of
I don't
Sasuke.
like him at all.
it is.
She's literally wearing one a year
As she's dressed
as a copy of Sasuke.
As a Sasuke copy, an emo lightning kid who fucking is like depressed. And
But
hates
you
everybody.
like this character too.
I do like Sasuke.
I mean, this character as well. Zoldyck?
Yeah,
Killua?
Killua. Yeah, I love Killua. I love Killua and I love Sasuke. I like the Sasuke-esque characters. That's my genre.
I'm not a big fan of Sasuke either.
I mean, that's
His motivations, though they were sound, he did it. I feel like he did things wrong.
You know what's funny? I have a video in here that actually goes into that. So
All right, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Hunter x Hunter it deserves way too much love.
No, no.
What does it say?
He said Hunter x Hunter deserves way too much love. One, you called it Hunter x Hunter, it's Hunter x Hunter. No, it doesn't deserve any more love than it already gets. The manga is a literature book that's way too long, and then the anime has so many misses and very few hits that it deserves to be a anime that goes down in history as a good anime, but it doesn't deserve more love than it already has.
I can agree with
Deserves more love? Oh, it's overrated?
Oh, he's saying it's overrated.
mine
Hold on. How is he going to change his take in the middle of his take? Okay, now he's saying it's overrated.
I think he said it doesn't deserve that much love.
Oh, it doesn't deserve that much love.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Okay, then I'm with him then. We agree.
My opinion is about One Piece, and I think that after time skip is better than pre-time skip, and a lot of people don't think.
Okay. You can't talk too much on this one, but I think, and this is definitely a hot take of the One Piece community, post time skip is better than pre time skip. Now the whole root of One Piece is the silliness, the gags, the crew just being together, being a family, friends, whatever, and then post time skip it seemed to be more about people getting stronger, bettering the admirals, bettering the Yonko, bettering the warlords, and people were like, oh, but we got away from its roots. I like the fact that we kind of got away from the roots. It still has those silly moments in the anime, but it's become more serious than what it was. I like that change. Now, I love pre-time skip. I'm currently reading it. I love all the silliness. I'm laughing while reading manga. I know that blows your mind. I'm literally laughing while reading manga, but I love post-time skip better than pre-time skip.
He watches the show 15 times, then reads the books 15 times, and he still laughs at the same jokes.
I think I'm like at chapter like 200 something right now.
Yeah,
it's lit, bro. You're gonna get into it. Don't worry, you'll get there. All right.
I couldn't do it.
Sakura.
Sakura isn't useless.
She's not useless.
No, I'm not.
She's not useless. I mean,
I think
great.
OG Sakura, they did her dirty.
Mm-hmm.
But when she became like Shippuden, she literally saved Naruto. She brought Naruto back from the dead. She saved a lot of fucking people. She saved Obito, and Obito was a pivotal moment at the end of the fight. And she's one of the best healers and probably the strongest shinobi in the fucking Hidden Leaf Village.
Let's say, I would say 3/4 now. Half of this series, she was useless. Or she made things worse. But towards the middle, Shippuden, and obviously afterwards, then she
when she started learning healing. When she started learning healing, she became useful.
I mean, think about the beginning of Shippuden. She had her healing. She still sucked. She could hit things hard and heal cuts and bruises. But she got better. She got better.
I guess so. All right. I think we got 2 more.
All right, Mew.
I like this song though.
It's a good song. Who's that? Bruno Mars, right?
One Piece has the best world building.
Okay, we already agree with this. Both of us do. Next. Both of us agree. Best world building. Go ahead. Next. You just skip ahead.
Do I agree with that? No.
I'm sorry. Okay. Who do you think has better world building?
I'm trying to think.
You know what proves it? You haven't even watched One Piece, and you just know the world building is great.
Well, I'm trying to think. I know there's other shows that
that does it well.
So here's my problem. Mm-hmm. Here's my conundrum, is that I
haven't seen
it. I guess you can call me like a simple anime fan. Cool. I don't read the mangas. I don't fucking. I don't.
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. I get it.
Right. Like I don't care as long as it has a decent MC, a decent storyline, and good fighting. I don't really give a shit. Now there's some that are intellectual as fuck. Like I love No Game No Life. Mm-hmm. Zero fighting in that whole fucking show, and I loved it. Right. Mm-hmm. So there are those few takeoffs. Right. Like I love an Isekai. They're all practically the same fucking thing. But I don't really look for anime for world building unless they're these shonen type shows, these 400, 500 episode shows.
Yeah, you better build some world.
These one-off shows, these quick isekais, these early baby shonens that we have now, they haven't done enough to do any big world building.
Yeah.
So I think it has some of the
some of the best and the most world building because it's been the longest running anime out of most of the popular animes on the planet in the first place. So I think it's kind of taking a medal that you were the only one in the race for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there's a lot of other people who didn't race as well. Fullmetal Alchemist has a really good world building.
But I think because One Piece is longer,
the longevity of world building. You think that's why?
I think the longevity creates that it goes hand in hand with the best of it. Like the best world building goes hand in hand with how long you've been able to world build in the first place.
I don't know. You got titles like Case Closed that's been going for over 2 decades as well. They haven't built a shit. They're basically a sitcom.
Talking about popular
shonen. Because shonen actually care about world building. Okay.
Yeah, I give you shonen cares. So yeah, okay.
But we agree that it has the best. All right, good to go.
I don't agree.
Death Note is the smartest anime. What? No.
I think No Game No Life is smarter than fucking.
No Game No Life definitely is smart. I would give it to what's the name of that anime? Lelouch of the Rebellion.
Lelouch of the Rebellion. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's up there. It's definitely up there for intellectual. It's not a shonen, a seinen. So obviously it's for an older crowd.
It's a suspense. It's a suspense anime. So yeah, cool. Got it. All right. AOT season 4 had the best intro. I love that fucking song. I listen to it in the gym. I will say that I actually, it's hard because so tiny little backstory. My youngest son goes to sleep to the first Demon Slayer opening. Like that song. He actually falls asleep to that shit. So I listen to that shit every fucking day, pretty much. Just trying to get him to sleep. So I stopped liking it as much. But when that first Demon Slayer opening came out, I fucking loved that song. I would play it in my car. I would just listen to it. But then the same thing happened when AOT season 4 song came out. It's just a shorter song. It's like a quick, But I listen to the AOT season 4 opening in the gym all the time, literally all the time.
No, it's definitely a banger. I don't know about the best intro, but it's definitely arguably the best.
And its genre, and its rock kind of badass genre,
and its generation, but like where
Tokyo Ghoul's fucking opening. That's like one of the most saddest, but still a great song. So I don't know.
Arguably, I'll say arguably. I haven't seen it. Go for it.
It's not mid, but I think they didn't put enough in it that I expected. To be honest, I haven't finished like the last couple episodes of the show. I've still missed out, but because like we started doing the fall stuff and like I started getting into seasonals. But I think I was expecting more. I was expecting more, and it didn't happen. This is one of the first animes I've ever watched with no powers. Like, legit no powers. Now, they made them... It's kind of like a sports anime, right? Where they make them over-exaggerated with this, like, fighting. 0 powers. I mean, the kid is, like, technically an isekai because he shakes a guy's hand and goes back in time, but he's still a 13-year-old fucking kid. Like, he still has no powers. He's just as weak as a 13-year-old, but he has the mental capacity of that 30-year-old guy that he was.
Spoiler alert, they did say the end sucks.
I know. Oh, I know. I've seen that.
Oh, you already saw it? All right.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
It's not mid, though?
I don't think it's mid. I think it's a good watch. It's a good, like, easy watch.
I mean,
it's an easy
that
watch.
Sounds like mid, though. It sounds like you're explaining it's mid.
No,
it's a good, easy watch. That sounds mid.
That doesn't sound mid.
Is it mid?
I associate mid. I get mid as, like, middle. Like, it's in the middle. It's not.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
neither
good,
here nor
easy.
there. But I like Tokyo Revengers.
Okay, so slightly over mid.
Yeah, I like Tokyo Revengers.
Slightly better, then.
Yeah. I was expecting more, but I like the show.
Okay. If you have nothing else better to watch, got it.
Senku has the hardest goal.
I think we've already said this.
Yeah.
I think we've already agreed this. Senku definitely has the hardest goal. He has to bring back all of civilization. Has to bring them from the prehistoric age. Yeah. Not prehistoric, but you get it.
Yeah.
To
he has
modern.
to create something out of nothing.
Exactly. So, yes, he has the hardest goal. 100%.
Fuck Gabby. Gabby's the most annoying anime character. Fuck Gabby. Fucking bitch.
100%. I can probably bring up other good candidates, but no, she wins.
Yeah.
She's the most annoying.
Fuck.
She should have died episode 1.
Alright, well, I think on to the last one
here. I like this guy. I've seen a few of his TikToks.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And he's wearing a long shirt.
you have that people won't like.
I can already tell this video is gonna upset some people. I'm just gonna get into it anyway. Let's do it. Bleach and Fairy Tail are two of the most overrated verses in terms of strength. A lot of people in these fandoms either just don't scale the verses correctly or just have this mindset that if this character is from that verse, then they just scale to Universal and solo everyone. Gintoki is hands down.
Okay. I already don't like Fairy Tail. I don't really hear a lot of people arguing about it, but I do see people sometimes posting about Fairy Tail. But I can kind of agree with the Bleach side of it. I think a lot of people in the Bleach fandom just automatically assume because these people are like Soul Reapers and they can go to different worlds that they're just over godly level fucking strong. I do think they are very, very strong, and their Bleach, like Ichigo and some of the other characters, could definitely fucking put up a fight with other people. But I think the Bleach fandom is definitely... I don't think the verse itself is overrated. I think the people, the fans, are making it overrated.
Them. Okay,
Yeah.
I agree with you because I was one of those people. I've never been a Bleach fan. I'm
Yeah.
still not a Bleach fan. And maybe I'll watch the newest season and I'll become a fan. But
You said you would. After that last episode,
I'm still gonna watch it. But I don't. I mean, I used to overrank them. I used to just automatically assume, oh, they're Soul Reapers, they're Shinigami, they're universal, they're
kill anything.
planetary.
Yeah.
You can't see them because that's just all I heard from people who did watch it. Since I have been more in the know with the people who do watch it and people who love to debate versus battles, all those type of things, I've come to find out that Bleach really isn't all that powerful.
They're not that powerful.
A lot of people equate them to being large city level, maybe country level. I used to think they were planetary plus over all of them, but now I don't feel the same way. So, Fairy Tail, I don't like Fairy Tail. So, if you think they're strongest, you're overranking. That's the end of the discussion.
Hands down the best protagonist, and he is hands down the best scale to Universal and solo everyone. Gintoki is hands down the best protagonist in all of Shonen.
Have you seen Jidama?
A long time ago. I told you I was going to rewatch it, remember? I was going to start rewatching it. It's been a while, though. I think he's a good MC. I just haven't seen it in so long that I've watched so many other animes that I have to rewatch it again to really give a good comparison.
Yeah.
I do want to rewatch it, though. I remember liking it a lot. But that was a long time ago. So,
I heard the anime is pretty awesome. I definitely have it on my list. It's a longer anime, so it's going to be behind a few other ones. I heard he's a really good main character. I heard people love him. I heard he has the silliness of Luffy.
Yep.
He has the seriousness of Naruto. I just haven't seen it, so maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know.
I really do want to rewatch it. I might hop on that, but I know you want me to get on One Piece and all this.
You got stuff to do.
Anyways,
Isekai as a genre is not good. Isekai as a genre is not good.
Next.
Yeah, idiot.
I can only think of like a few good anime from that genre.
I mean, there are a few good anime. Don't get me wrong, but don't call Isekai a bad genre just because you don't like. It has like a million different things out there. It has a good formula.
Isekai overtakes the top 10 of the most watched things on a daily basis, at least 4 out of the 6 slots.
Because the formula works.
Because the formula works. Yeah. Every car has 4 fucking wheels, buddy, except for some dualies and semis. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think you've seen Darling in Franxx, have you?
I have not.
Okay, Darling in Franxx.
It's the worst.
He said it's the worst anime ever, so.
Yeah, I mean, we can really get into it if you want. Go ahead, play it.
Anime I have ever witnessed. Literally everything about this show is ass. Demons.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really.
It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't ass. The ending, I definitely saw a hot take on it. The ending may have left a lot to be desired, but I wouldn't say it's ass. It's definitely not. I would give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10.
Demon Slayer's story is very mediocre. Gon.
You know, I kind of agree with that.
I kind of agree with that too.
I mean, the manga was good for what it was. Obviously the characters are really done well. The enemy, the demons are pretty done well. Of course, the fight scenes got better with the animation. The animation was great itself, but the story itself, it's mid.
If they didn't have the fights that they had, this show would not be as popular as it was.
Yeah, of course. It's a mid story with good fights.
Yeah.
Gon is actually an amazing protagonist and a very well written one too. The end.
I mean, I liked Gon. I like Kilo more. But...
Oh yeah, I like everyone else more than Gon. I like everyone more than Gon.
Yeah, same. I guess. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I mean, the best part of Gon is obviously the ending.
Yeah. Ending for Attack on
Titan is not that bad.
I've never heard anybody say anything negative about it, so...
So, of course, he's talking about the manga because the anime hasn't ended yet. A lot of people hate the ending of the manga. Of course, they have fan stories of... They have literal fan stories of a different ending of the manga. The mangaka recently came out because, of course, the final season 4 part 2 is coming out soon, and said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I know people don't like it. I hope you like this ending." So he's kind of already admitted he's going to be changing the ending up a little bit. Now, is it a bad ending? No, it's not a bad ending, but it's not what you would have expected. And it kind of like, oh, all right then, cool, and we move on.
But that's going to be it for us otakuans.
There you go.
Otakians. That's gonna be it for us. These are our anime hot takes. I know we've done a few of these already. Let us know in the comment section what your hot takes are. Go to the YouTube channel, give a like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any more. We should be coming up on either a Big 3 review or closing for fall, because fall is, fall. Some of these fall animes are starting to wrap up, so look out for that. Let us know what you feel about some of these hot takes. Send us some of your hot takes. Send us a link or whatever it is. We'll take a look at it and review it on our next episode. So we appreciate everybody, and peace out.
Peace.